So we are back in stunning Palombaro at an unbelievable property, enjoying these incredible views. Just wait while you see this one. So today I'm back outside my stunning hometown, Palombaro, and just look at this. The scenery here is just incredible. Absolutely incredible. You may be wondering why I'm stood where I am. Well, it's a long story actually. When I first shot this video, I was going to start the video at a place called Grotta Sant'Angelo, which is a hermit's chapel in the mountain round about here. And yesterday set off to find it, which I've been there a few times. For some reason, took the wrong path, fell, completely covered myself in gravel and dirt from the mountain, grazed all just below my knee. And then I thought, I'm going to choose somewhere different to start the video. And it is easy to get to the place, but yeah, I took the wrong path, and it was let's just say it was fun. The wrong shoes, I think, is the word. And the reason why I wanted to show you that is the property today is, I'm going to call it a mountain villa retreat. I do apologise if the wind's blowing over the mic. It's a little bit windy, and it's so needed because it's about 36, 37 today, and we're still in the morning. It's a mountain retreat. That's what I'm going to call it. And it's actually, this screen's quite small, but you can see this group of houses here, which is where I live. And I don't know if the video will show this, but if you go sort of up and left just a little bit, you'll see two roofs, possibly. And one of those is the property we're going to see today. And it is absolutely stunning. What I love about this place is it's peace and quiet. The views are amazing. You're in such a unique location. I mean, look at that. Absolutely incredible. But yet you're so close to everything. You drop down the hill from where I'm pointing roughly down to where I live, and then you go across then, and Palombaro is here on the ridge. Or you can then go over this way, you get to Faro San Martino. We swing round this way, we've got Penapiedimonte stuck on the mountainside over here. We've got the ski resorts up at the top. We've got as many walks into the mountain as you could ever wish to desire. And then when we turn this way, from Palombaro, we head down the hill and we're down towards Casoli, which you can't see from here, but it's sort of just in this direction. And then you pick up all the main roads, and as you can see behind me, is all flat, rolling countryside, all the way down to the coast, which we can't see at the moment. But Palombaro is just such a unique location. We have all these beautiful olive groves everywhere. We have it's amazing. I mean, just look at the scenery there. How incredible is it? And to be part of this is really special. As I said, the actual house we're going to see is a 5-minute drive, 7-minute drive into Palombaro itself. I don't know then, if you look at the town of Palombaro here, follow it down, you can probably just see the Lake of Casoli. I don't know if I'm pointing in the right direction because the screen is small. Lake of Casoli, we've got some of the best restaurants around. It's just superb. And then if I look over this dip down into Limiti, so from that house you can drop down the hillside, come along this valley side, and there's a shop just down here that's a shop, a DIY place, a bar, a bit of everything. A big shout out to them down at Piccola. Great place. So the wind's getting up a little bit. I hope this is coming across okay, but you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, but you're not. You're so close to so many things, and it's just an amazing location, and I cannot wait to show you this place because this is something really special. So when the video starts, I may mention a place where I'd just been and pointing up the mountains. I didn't go there. I had to go to plan B due to a small fall, but I don't want you to feel sorry for me. I'm absolutely fine. I take one for the team for these videos, you know how it is. Are you ready to have a look at this unbelievable place? Come be my neighbour. Let's do it. So the incredible place that we've just visited is just up in the mountain here. I can't tell you, I just cannot tell you how unbelievable this location is. There's going to be lots of stunnings. There's going to be lots of the kind of words that people love me using, but it's just something very, very special. And another property here that was done up a number of years ago, but nobody's done anything since, so I'm not quite sure what's happening with that. But this is the road that takes us up to where I've just been filming, and the property, this very special property, is just hidden away, as you can see here. And this track that I'm stood on now, although it's a cement track, it does eventually turn into a normal track that runs down, and it's for use of people that live here and that own land here. So obviously you can use it in your property, and anybody that's got land further down. Now the current owners, who I know extremely well, as I've mentioned before, this house is a few minutes away from where I live, and they usually park the car, to be fair, here. They can actually pull into their own land, but they usually just leave it here, because he said 2 or 3 tractors may pass by a year, so it's not exactly a lot of through traffic. But just look at this for a location. It's seriously stunning. So I'm going to show, it's going to be quite a long video today, you'll be pleased to know. I'm going to show you around the outside of the property, and then obviously we'll head in from there. It's a little bit windy today, always is when I want to do a video. There's always something, but hopefully I've got my mic strapped to me, so hopefully it's all fine. But believe me, the heat that we've had recently, this is a welcome break. Just look how amazing this is. And I think the thing I love about this property the most is that you do feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, and I love that feeling. That you're in the middle of well, you are in the middle of the National Park of Abruzzo. But as you'll see when we see the unbelievable views from there, you're 2 minutes away from anything. So Palombaro is a 5-10 minute drive, if that. You know, where I live is literally, I've driven up here this morning, it took me about 3 minutes. It's the location is just absolutely incredible, because you just get the best of all worlds. You get that feeling of a mountain retreat, but with the convenience of being really close by. So all of these areas, obviously I'm going to show all these to you in more detail. I'm just flicking by now, and this is where I mentioned before, where the track turns into a track, and you just start to see some of the views. And I mean, just look at those views. And normally you can see the sea from here in the lower parts, but it is a little bit hazy down there today. Again, sod's law, when I choose the video day, it's a little bit hazy and a little bit of wind. But there you go. I'm not gonna keep going on about that. But look at those amazing views. Okay. Shall we do the garden first? I'm going to do it from up here. There's a few entrances. This is the entrance to the house. Obviously you can go this way as well if you wanted to, and then there's the entrance I'm going to use, just so you can look at this amazing outside space. I'm actually a little bit gobsmacked today. I'm a little bit, what's the words? I don't know. Just look at this. just how relaxing. They've even left the towels on the beds. They're going to kill me when they see that I film with the towels on the beds when I could have moved them. But we keep it real, don't we? This is what they've been doing this morning. They've been enjoying themselves. Plus they're good friends of ours, so I'm sure they won't be too angry. Look how beautiful this is. I remember when they bought this place and it was just normal, well, it's pretty much like this, around just normal land in there, and they've created this incredible garden with different decking areas. So you've got an eating area there at the top, and as I say, you're going to get no through traffic here, so the fact that the gates here with the road is nothing. You're not going to see anybody. The only people that will come by are beyond these trees on this road at the top that takes you up to the picnic area and that incredible place that we saw earlier on the video. Obviously we've got the sunbeds and then another decking area here as well. All great quality wood. He did mention that it needs staining again at the top, but the quality is excellent quality. Just look at this beautiful garden. Apologies if you hear my flip-flops. It's definitely the wrong choice of footwear, but it is still very hot. What are you thinking, folks? It's incredible, isn't it? And wait while you see inside. Absolutely incredible. Look at all of this. Here we've got gas bottle, so they come and fill that up in the winter time or whenever it's needed, and obviously that's for hot water as well. And they also have a wood burning stove that they tend to use just that in the winter. Show you the house from this side. Stunning property. It is a stone property, but I actually love this colour. I wouldn't change it to stone. They've used some stone surrounds around here, which I'll show you shortly, but I wouldn't change it to stone. Little garden ideas that they've done, and then, I mean, there is a lot of land with this place. It's mainly olives. I'll explain the land situation when we get onto the terrace, but you basically got yourself a hillside. This to the left belongs to somebody else, but this that swings all the way around belongs to the property. The great thing is, sorry, let me just take this. I know it's only the side of the property, but just look. The great thing is with this land is they actually have a contract with somebody that will stay in place that will come and look after the olive groves. The contract finishes, it's got about 10 years to run, but that is fantastic because somebody else will do all the work. I think they get a little bit of oil each year, but all the hard work is being done by somebody else, and that's definitely the way to go. Unless you want to buy tractors and everything else, then everybody should be doing that. That way the land doesn't become abandoned, but you don't have to do the work. Because there's something like 300 olive trees all the way down here, down to the tall trees at the bottom. Obviously we'll add maps and things like that to show you. But look how beautiful those views are. Look at the patchwork quilt of the beautiful fields of Abruzzo heading down to the sea. Got grapevines here, and then look at the house again from this side. Absolutely stunning. This tractor is not part of the deal, but it may be if somebody wants to buy it. Look how beautiful this property is, and the way it's laid out at the moment. I've been thinking about this one because they're a couple that live here on their own, and they didn't need any more than what they've got, in the sense of they've created spaces that suit them They've got, the owner has a YouTube channel and he makes incredible guitars that you'll see shortly. I'll give him a little plug as well, so you can subscribe to his channel. I'll put the link in the description for that. But they've created spaces that suit them, and the whole of the upstairs is used at the moment just as living accommodation without a bedroom. I would definitely put a bedroom up on this top floor. You'll see when we get up there, and I think I'd be tempted, because of the situation with the stairs, which you'll see when we go in, I would keep it as 2 separate units. I'd live on the top, and then when you've got guests coming, there's room to do some development down here, because I think upstairs is amazing, and this could be amazing as well. That's the way I do it. Obviously we're just going to walk around and you can have your own ideas of what you would do, but personally that's the way I would go. So instead of a bedroom upstairs, you're going to see an office area, but I need you to be with me on the development ideas. Just look at this bit of shade is nice. Well, can I just stay here and just I'll just talk, and somebody else can take the video around. Absolutely stunning. That's all I've got to say about this location. Stunning. And you're so close to everything, even to the beach. 45-50 minutes you're at the beach. You've got all places like Penepiedimonte just over this hill, Guardia Grel just on this side, probably 20 minutes, something like that. The location's similar to mine. Yes, you're a little bit higher in the mountain, but it takes you a few minutes literally to roll down the hill. And then you've got amazing, if you love walking, you love hiking, you've got a lifetime of that up in these mountains. You have the Val di Palombaro, which is within this part of the mountain, and you walk up and into the crack of the mountain, into the higher mountain ranges, and then you've got the walks, obviously, where we started this morning. You can actually walk to the restaurant in Palombaro. It would take you a while, but it's a proper signed, a signed walk, if you like. So the place where we started this morning is in one of these lower caves. Amazing, absolutely incredible. Are you excited? Are you ready to, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you these 2 rooms while we're down here, and then we're going to do the main house. So let me just get these bits out of the way now. I want you to remember this room, because this is used at the moment as wood storage. The reason why I want you to remember it is there is plumbing here, because there's a washing machine here. So there's plumbing in this section, and we believe that potentially you could have an ensuite in here for a bedroom that you'll find at the other side. So remember this room, and then when we get to the other side, I'll point that out to you. So obviously a little window there, and there's a door behind me, but here we could definitely look to get some sort of bathroom in here. And we've got the people at this side of the mountain that can help with all of that as well, and they're all English speakers. Excellent boiler, as you can see. All the electrics have been done in this place, all the plumbing, everything's good, all the windows, all good to go. They live here, this is their house. They're actually quite sad to leave, but they need extra things in their life. They're still staying in Abruzzo here, in this area, but they need bigger workshops to do with their business. But it's been a hard decision for them. It's been something that's been, they thought yes, and then they thought no, and then they thought yes, but yes, now they've decided that they want to do it. Okay, so that's one of the little storage rooms, and then you've got another huge one here that I would always keep as storage. Slightly lower head height, but I can stand, once I'm in, I can stand with no problem. Handy storage for bikes, lawnmowers, everything that you need. Now, some of this equipment down here may stay, but upstairs in the house, all the furniture and everything you see up there, apart from personal items, will be staying, which is a huge plus when you see everything. But some things down here may be staying, but I dare say a lot of his tools he'll be taking with him. But the main thing is upstairs. So that's a great storage area, great size as well. I've not brought my measurer today, and I know people are going to start saying, oh, here we go again. The reason why I haven't is because it's a fully furnished house, and well, you can easily see the size. We don't need to measure up. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful windows. I like what they've done with the window because they're sort of they're slightly mirrored, so you can't see in, but obviously you can see out really easy. There's fly screens, all double glazed days, you'll be pleased to know. Loving these surrounds that they've done as well, and I absolutely love this area that they've created here. How excited are you? On 1 to 10, tell me in the comments. Cannot wait to show you this one. Just imagine sat here. I mean, and there's another terrace at the other side, so you can make the best of the sun or the shade. But just imagine sat here having lunch and looking up at these majestic mountains. And some of you may be wondering, in the winter time, what the conditions are like here. We've not had snow here in Palombaro for a couple of years now, but you're part of the council, you're part of so the road outside gets cleared. Obviously when it first snows, if it snows, there may be a couple of days before they get up, but it's not been like that in years. And as I say, I know these guys really well, so if these get snow, we get snow, and it just doesn't happen anymore, unfortunately. Amazing, absolutely. Okay, I'm tempted to show you the front terrace, but I'm going to save that while later when we walk through this top floor. Are you ready to go inside? I'm going to go through this door. Let's do it. Okay, so get ready for this. Beautiful door, smoke screen. You nearly saw my reflection in there. I do have shorts on today, so it will be a marvellous reflection if you can spot me. Look at this. How stunning is this? Absolutely incredible. Beautiful flooring. It is wood. I don't know if it's some sort of laminate, but it's been done so well. I don't know if you can hear in the background a little kitten. It's Jeff the cat. I'll introduce you to Jeff the cat shortly. They were going to take him outside, but I said no, leave him in there because lots of people like that. So we'll introduce you to Jeff the cat a little bit later. This room on my right, I want you to ignore at the moment because I would be tempted. This is all part of the layout situation that you'll see as we go around. But I would either have a door here that closes it off, or I would finish closing it off with the antique bricks. And you'll see why as we go around. Okay, so absolutely stunning, stunning living room. It really is. And remember, all of this furniture is going to be left. Even that little chair. I never noticed that before. I need to speak to the owners. Who sits on that? I am tempted to have a go myself, but yeah. This is a huge, huge fireplace that obviously burns wood. And what they were telling me was they managed just with this heats the whole of this top floor. And I've been in here in winter time, and it was certainly warm when I came up. So they tend not to use the gas now, they said, to heat the radiators, but gas is outside if you need it. But they said light that up and it covers this whole of this top floor. Okay, this room is it really is stunning. And sorry for the clip-clopping of my flip-flops. They're going to leave this. They're going to take the stereo. They have a stereo at the bottom, a couple of stereos in there. There's some guitars in there. Anything that you see sort of on top of furniture, so vases, ornaments, photos, all that kind of thing. Obviously, they're gonna take. I don't think any of you want any photographs of previous owners. If you do, I'm sure they might leave you one, if you're that way inclined. But everything else is going to be left, so just remember that as well as we're walking around. And it's all in excellent quality. And I do love this fireplace as well. I love the way not fireplace, TV. What I was going to say is it reminds me of a fireplace, and that's how they designed it. And it houses this TV that will be staying because it's pretty much made to fit in that gap. Beautiful wood. There's some really nice woodworking, and that's because of the business that the owner does, which you'll see in a second when you see his guitars. I will leave a link to it. It's worth supporting him because he's fantastic at what he does. So I will put a link in there, and subscribe to his channel. That'd be really nice if you would do that. Beautiful windows, as I mentioned before. They are double glazed windows, all fairly new. Great quality. Obviously it's got the fly screens, and then out there, don't know if you can see because the fly screens are closed, but you're looking out onto the garden and obviously up to the beautiful Majella mountain range. So we have this stunning living room that leads into a stunning dining room as well. Incredible, beautiful table. Absolutely love that table. And I know I keep saying it, but it's worth mentioning it again. All of this is staying. Incredible. What a beautiful dining area. Obviously, as I mentioned before, things like these amps and these guitars. Look how this is his talent. He is absolutely, these guitars are amazing. And as you all know, I think of myself as a bit of a rock star myself, ex-rock star, should I say, that never made it. But there you go. This is my dream to see something like this. Absolutely beautiful guitars that he hand makes. So there, that's enough plug. I think I've given him enough plugs now, haven't I? Check out his channel, have a look. Brilliant. Okay, moving on. Again, the flooring. This superb wood flooring that has been done so well. You can hardly see the joint. Just looks fantastic. These walls, they are stone, nice thick, but again, I think it's been painted so well. It's just such, I don't know, I wouldn't change anything here, I really wouldn't. Not at all. Let's keep wandering around here. A few mirrors that I need to dodge. I love these little windows as well, the odd little window here and there that you can look out on and see these unbelievable views out of there. These radiators, if you did decide to turn the gas on and use the radiators, then this would, these blow the warm air out as well, so they're very efficient. But as I mentioned before, they've said that wood burner is more than enough for what they need. How stunning is this? And wait while you see the kitchen behind me. Even more stunning. So many stunnings, you're just going to lose count. Again, beautiful window, double glaze, fly screen, everything you need. And again, those amazing views. You're going to be sick of those views. The great thing is you've got the mountains behind, but then you've got the valley down the front. Are you ready for the kitchen? Look at this. Absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Great quality kitchen, beautiful tops. Obviously they're not marble, but this is real quality. I'm just trying to work out, oh yeah, the fridge is there. So you've got so much storage, and you've got a huge fridge. And a beautiful central aisle. Again, with lots more storage. There's a dishwasher here as well. And beautiful doors that lead out onto a balcony and a terrace, which again, just have amazing views. I'm going to save that for later. Incredible. Real quality. Are you loving this? It's amazing, isn't it? This central aisle has been designed to obviously have seating around it as well. Absolutely incredible. Which is what I expect from this house. It is full of incredible parts. I'm losing words now. Amazing. So moving on from this, we then have a bathroom area. This is now where I would start to play around with the layout. As I said, this house has been designed for them and to fit their lifestyle and the rest of it. But I would make some changes here. There is a staircase that goes down, but this is a well-designed staircase, but it's not for everybody. It's quite a steep staircase. They wanted to keep it there because they do use it quite a lot. I feel that a lot of you may have this either as emergencies, you may block it up and not use it. For me, this place works perfectly as two separate apartments. You could get a staircase in here, but I think you'd lose too much space. And you'll see why now as we're going to go. I'm going to show it as it is now, and then you guys are going to have to think about what you would do. So here is a bathroom. Loving these doors as well. Beautiful, beautiful bathroom. Again, double glazed window. At the moment, this is the only bathroom in the house, but you'll see downstairs where there's space to do more. This is a great size shower. Now, obviously, somebody lives here, so I can't be getting in it. But that's a 2 Dave and 1 Silvana shower, definitely. Definitely get 3 of us in there. Superb. So what I would do now, this other part of the house where Jeff the cat is, this for me would be the bedroom. Now they're using it as an office because, as I've mentioned before, that just suits their lifestyle. But this originally was a bedroom, and I would put it back to a bedroom. So you've got a really luxurious, spacious, 1-bedroom apartment on this floor. And then downstairs, you can either create more bedrooms, give them a separate way in. You could maybe have it all bedrooms downstairs, or you could turn it into a full apartment downstairs. You've got so much flexibility. And the price on this one, to be fair, for the quality of the finish and everything else, is fantastic and gives you the opportunity to be able to add to it if you wanted to, or maybe you say, you know what, this is absolutely fine as it is. But this is a great size. Again, remember the furniture's staying, obviously not computers and things like that, but TV will be staying, and would make a superb bedroom. More than enough space here for a bedroom, for a bed, or maybe the wall where I am now if you decided to block up the door, which I would be tempted to do. You could, because obviously this then leads back into the living room. I would either be tempted to have a really good quality solid door there, or I would block that up, do something quite fancy with bricks maybe, and have that as the entrance to the bedroom. Now, I know this is a big space, and I know some of you may say it's a big space and it's sort of for 1 bedroom. And that's because originally, again, I keep saying this, but they've used the house to suit their style and needs. Originally, that was probably a bedroom as well, if somebody wanted that. But I think they've done it right. Give yourself luxury living, lots of space, and give yourself your bedroom, and then throw everybody else downstairs. That's the way to treat guests, believe me. It may be a new concept to some of you, but it works. Here we have a small storage area. And here is Jeff the cat. He's gone a little bit quiet, Jeff the cat. Let me see if I can... he's in his little cage. Are you in there, Jeff? Oh, there he is, look. Can anybody see him? Come on, Jeff, make a noise. Do something. Great name for a cat, don't you think? He just looks like I'm just annoying him. What do you think, folks, so far? Incredible, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. And then it gets better. Now, do I take you out this side or from the kitchen? No, let's do it from here. And imagine then walking either from your kitchen or from your bedroom and going out to this incredible, incredible terrace with unbelievable views down the hillside. Just look at that. It's hard to describe this to you. And as I said before, usually you would see the sea down there. It's absolutely incredible. Incredibly stunning is the word. And this area, this is a great size. They've obviously got their dining area out the other side that we saw earlier, and this is just their chilling out space, which is exactly what I'm going to do now. Let me just sit down and let's just get the feeling. Oh God, so comfortable as well. I could just stay here. Honestly, folks, this is something really, really special. So unique, this location. It really is something special for a special person or a special couple or a special family, because the fun that you could have up here and the relaxation you could have here is amazing. Hopefully that wind's not spoiling anything. It's so nice to have that. So obviously there is where the kitchen is, but I'm going to do it the correct way. Let's give it the full effect from this stunning kitchen. Let's do the full. You ready? Just imagine you're carrying your water. Water. Hang on a minute. You're carrying your wine or your Prosecco or wherever it may be. Or maybe you just want to shout your partner that's just sat doing nothing on the sofa and just ask, what they'd like to drink. And then you just step out. And before you hand over that fresh, cold glass of wine, you just stop for a minute. I'm talking rubbish, I don't know. But you get the feeling, don't you? Such a shame it is hazy, because you can see right down towards Fossa Cercia in the distance here. You'll be able to see the sea, and on this part there's just a bit of haze. And I think it's this wind. You can actually see, they did mention that we're going to be getting some Sahara sand at some point, and you can actually see it in the distance. And no, it's not smog before anybody starts saying it. I know that's one of the naughty people that write bad stuff on the channel that will say things like that. Here we have fireflies. It's the clearest air you can possibly get. Anyway, looking down now onto your kingdom, all of these olive trees all belong to the property. The land goes pretty much down to the high trees at the bottom. Good luck with the lawnmower and that one. Do not call me. But as I mentioned before, there is a contract in place, and that does have to stay. It's an official contract. There's about 10 years left on it, but they will come, they will cut the grass when it needs cutting, they will tend to the trees, they will pick, so it's always going to look great. And to me, that's the best thing to do. And just so you know that this group of houses down here, this video screen is really small, so hopefully I'm pointing. But if you can see a group of houses down the bottom here somewhere, you can see the one with the roof on the right hand side. That's my one with the roof. They've all got roofs, but the bigger one on the right, that's my next door neighbour. So we live, apparently if you just cut a couple of branches you can see my house. So there, we're almost neighbours. I can pop up, definitely pop up and have a few drinks with no problem at all. You will find me sat out there probably a bit too often. When you get up at 6 in the morning and I'm laid on the sofa looking at the views. Incredible, folks. Absolutely incredible. Shall we go downstairs? Shall we head downstairs and look at the rest? Let's do it. Okay, so heading back outside again. The wind seems to have dropped a little bit, and when it does, it reminds me how incredibly hot it is. Just having another quick look at this. It is just amazing here, isn't it? It really, it's how unique is this place? You're just not going to find places like this. You're really not. And as I mentioned before, what I love about it, I love the mountains anyway, but I think the great thing about, I've always wanted to live in the mountains, and we do, but we don't live in them in the sense of it takes hours and hours and hours and hours to get there. That's what's the great thing about here, because you just drop down the hill. I know I've mentioned it before. You drop down the hill and then you're on your way to wherever you want to be. And to be on the beach in 45 minutes, 50 minutes is just incredible. Okay, so we're here to see the downstairs part. So the way this has worked out, as I've mentioned, I've told you what I would do upstairs, and I'm sticking with my 2-apartment place. So I'm going to show you why. Heading to here. So this is their bedroom that they use now. Again, this suits them perfectly. They're happy to have this as their bedroom, and they use the staircase, which I'll show you shortly. And it is a beautiful, beautiful bedroom. This, I believe, originally was a kitchen. And they've got nice wooden floors. And I do love, again, the small windows, just giving you a bit of a glimpse outside. The bed's going to be staying. I know I keep saying about everything's staying, obviously not the keyboard or anything like that, but TVs, that sort of stuff will be staying. The heating is also down here. And as we head through here, this is where all your development potentials can be. This is the staircase that I mentioned before. That's not for everybody, but some people you may want to lose it completely. You could put a bathroom here. There's so many things that you could do. And this wall, just to let you know, is not a solid wall, so that can be taken out with no problem at all. The original tiles were here. This is the part where they've done nothing in this part. Again, it suits them. They've converted it into a gym. I was going to do half an hour before I started the video, but anyway, I don't think the gym equipment will be staying, but if you do need any, then I've probably got lots knocking around with dust growing on it. You think you can have. So let me give you a few ideas for here. What you could potentially do if this was going to be 2 apartments is, I'd be tempted to knock through this side to my right. And there's behind this mirror, apparently there was possibly a window or something, so that could potentially be knocked through, and I'll show you what I would knock that through to. I would then look at maybe having the entrance to a downstairs apartment here. I'm going to show you from the outside again, so you're almost coming to a hallway. And then you could have here joined with the next room to the left that I'm going to show you as maybe living, kitchen, dining area, and then here keeping this as a bedroom. Or you could flip it all around and you could have a kitchen in here. You could maybe have a lounge or something in there and then pass through into a bedroom at that side. Or you could have this as a bedroom, you could have it through there as a bedroom. There's so many different variations that you can do. And if you remember earlier in the video, I said to remember a room where you could potentially have a bedroom. Well, that room is behind this wall. So obviously we'd need to speak to a geometer, but I'd be tempted to either break through and do something in there, or do something, there's so many options, or do something in this space here if you didn't need those staircases. So just remember this room here that could potentially be opened up to the room to our left. Because this is a good size. There are no windows in here, but you would get your light from the left side. And if you didn't need this little entrance, if this wall came down, then this is not a supporting wall. You'd also get lots of light from this, what could be potentially be a door. Okay, am I confusing you yet? I'm confusing myself. So let's just look at this idea again, what I was saying. So if you were using this as its own apartment, I would be tempted to turn that potentially into a door. Yeah, and then you can either have your bedroom and potentially a bathroom on the back, and then the big room at the back there, and then you also have this room here. So this at the moment is a workshop that used for his channel. Let me bring you in here. So this is behind the scenes look, but obviously this is done for what he used it for, which is making guitars. Here's a quick look at. Probably shouldn't be showing you this. This is all stuff that's yet to go on. I'm completely ruining his YouTube channel, showing you all stuff that's probably to come on later. But there you go. He'll forgive me. There's his camera look. But if you imagine, obviously this has been kitted out for what he wanted to use it for, but this would make, I think this would make a nice kitchen, but maybe you think it could be a bathroom or something else. There's just so much you could do. Or maybe you wouldn't do anything. Maybe you just think that's enough, we've got a bedroom upstairs, let's get another bathroom down here. That bedroom there can be for guests. I want a workshop or I want something else, and you may well use it exactly as it is. There is water in here, which means there's also waste in here, so that it could be a kitchen, and then potentially you could knock through to that big room behind. I'm not saying you can take the whole wall down, but certainly a door or something in there. And as I mentioned before, the price allows you to do that, because I don't think anything that you're going to do in here is just going to make things better. It's just going to increase the value of the property, because it's such a good price at the moment. What do you think, folks? Have I blown you away with this one? It is amazing, isn't it? It really is. A very unique property in the sense, unique in the sense of the actual property itself, but also and especially the location. I think is just absolutely incredible. And then the possibility to be able to make changes and get extra living space and things like that, I think is just amazing. What a pleasure this has been doing this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. I think it may be a long one. I do apologise for that. It may be. I don't think it's quite a blockbuster special, but it's not far off. But I think it's time to go to final thoughts. Shall we do it? Let's do it. I do want to say, sorry to spoil it, but there is also loft space up here, which I'm going to get some video footage of it for you, because you do need ladders to get to it. You get to it from around the other side, but there is some loft space here, so I'm going to put the footage that the owner is going to take, I'll put that over the top of me talking, so you can see that for extra storage if needs be. Sorry for that little interruption. Shall we do final thoughts? Let's do it again. So my final thoughts on this, what can I say? It is stunning. It's absolutely incredible. What a stunning property. What a stunning location. It's amazing. The fact that you have all this furniture, I am lost for words up here. I love this location. Absolutely love the location. I think you're so close to things, but yet you've got that feeling that you're at one with nature. That's how I'm going to say. It's absolutely incredible up here. unbelievable. The views are outstanding. You're so close to many towns, villages and attractions. It's just mind-blowing. If you love hiking, you love nature, you love the mountains, it's here in abundance. And this property gives you options to change things around, to add things, and to... it's amazing. It really is. And I think living on this top floor, the more I'm here, I think is just... the price of this, I see apartments at this price. And here you've got a detached property. You can live in style, real style. You've got loads of space. Such a unique property. I'm absolutely blown away. I really am. And I think with a couple of little adjustments downstairs, I'm still going to stick to my 2-apartment idea. Some of you may not agree with that. Some of you may want to get a staircase in and do that. But I just think it works so well for this to be a bedroom and then to head out onto this terrace. Absolutely incredible. Folks, what have I got to say? Thank you for your usual support. Thank you for keep watching this channel. Thank you for becoming clients and purchasing properties with us. Because believe me, we want you in the best properties, in the best locations. And that is exactly what this is. You're going to have an amazing neighbour in me. And we can just sit here and do this and relax with a nice glass of something and enjoy life in incredible Abruzzo. So whatever you're doing, stop. Grab your computer, your laptop, whatever it may be. Send an email to info@ahomeinitaly.com and do not miss this one.